All right, everybody, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. For anybody new here, hi, I'm Maggie. I'd like to welcome you to yet another, what are we calling these? Travel adventure, cruise recap. Y'all ain't tired yet. We're up to day 3. I thought y'all would have tapped out, but we are still here. So let me just make sure sound is coming through. Y'all know how I do. Can someone give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Are we good? Y'all know I always struggle stream over here, and then we'll take attendance and see how everybody's doing. I'm gonna take my boots off. Y'all, I'm old. I was drinking coffee before this and I'm hot. Oh my gosh. Whew, goodness. I'll give it a second. I know I'm a little bit on delay. Thumbs up. Are we good? Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me know. Hopefully you all can hear. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Y'all know I struggle stream. So we're going to take attendance. If you're new here, if you'd like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds, and let me just say a little something, actually a big something about watching quietly from the clouds. You all may have seen my post today. I woke up this morning and, started on my way as usual. And I was doing my morning workout on the bike and my phone went off with a notification for a Cash App. And you all are such a blessing to me. My channel's only a couple of years old. And I know several of you all who engage with me in real time, but we have a contingent of scholars who prefer to remain anonymous. And so they either watch the replay or they watch live and don't comment. And I always say, you all know who you are and you're always welcome here. Friendsgiving blessed me with a $1,000 Cash App this morning, y'all. I am beyond humbled and grateful, and just, I could not believe it. So thank you, Friendsgiving, for the $1,000. She wrote me a beautiful letter, and maybe I'll read it tomorrow, but it basically says, for all you do, Maggie, and happy belated birthday. We have been covering my birthday stream. My birthday cruise. I was thinking about doing a birthday stream, but I was like, it's too much, but I will do one tomorrow at 7 p.m. So thank you, Friendsgiving, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. That was incredibly generous of you, and I emailed you, but I wanted to say publicly how grateful I am. I don't expect it. I never ask. I'm just happy to be here, and what you see in me, I really cherish. So before I start crying, thank you. All right, if everybody would put Friendsgiving or FG in the chat. All right, so let's see who we have here. Let's take attendance on TikTok. Y'all don't stop. We got Cindy Parr, Amanda, Kathy, Amanda, Cheryl, Maru, Marilyn, Hardly, Rodney, L. Cole, Juanita, CC, User, Night Maiden, Sherwin, Shirley, Soulchild, Parth, Lisa, Phyllis, Carl, Salt, Linda, Donna, Zen Grower, Rede, Marianne, James, Dean, God's Touch, Charles, Yolanda, Lori, Alicia, Ann, Joseph, Julie, Linda, Yolanda, Love, Barbara, G1, and TJ. Whew. Thank you so much. TikTok, y'all don't stop. And then on IG, we got the Common Sense Expert watching. We've got Dematology. Thank you so much for being here. We've got Bry Collier, I believe it is. Thank you so much for being here. Trying to wave to everybody. And Melody, thank you so much for being here. As always, those of you all on TikTok and on Instagram, I am sharing my screen. Maggie the Substitute Teacher on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can see the full screen because I will be showing pictures from my cruise, all right? Oh my goodness. So let's see who we have in here. Killis is first in line, top of the class. Hello, my dear. She is waving. Thank you so much for being here. We got Lady Navoa in the house saying hello, Miss Maggie. Thank you so much. Erin, Laura, thank you. And Lisa giving me the thumbs up. Y'all know I struggle. I am not a professional chef and I am not a professional YouTuber. Clearly, I mess up all the time. Hello, Juim Bronon. Thank you so much for being here. Erin Laura says, good afternoon. We got Tara. Tara, one of my students, and Tara is always here for a dining documentary. Let me give you all a little recap. So what are you going to see today, or a little preview? Because I'm going to break this one into a two-parter as well. Thank you for the waves, Grace. Okay, so day 3 of the cruise. The first day was the travel day and Sabor, the Mexican restaurant on ship, as well as at tour. So we did that. Day 2, we did room service. I did the all behind the scenes tour, all the way to the bridge and the kitchen and all of that. Giovanni, so we did the Italian lunch on day 2, and then we did a part 2, which was the chef's table. That was the end. That was the dinner for day 2. All right. So for today, excuse me, we're going to be on day 3 of the cruise, which was my actual birthday. So my birthday was November 29th. We sailed from November 27th through December 1st. So my actual birthday, we woke up and got room service again, and then I went on a tour. Like we actually landed in Nassau, so you all will see me doing like an on the ground tour. And then did I come back for lunch? No, I ate. It was a food tour. Clearly, I like to eat. And so my birthday dinner was at Chops. And when I put a poll on my YouTube page, what you all wanted a detailed dining documentary, Chops actually won. But for Tara and others, I wanted to also do the chef's table. So tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will do a combination Chops dining documentary. That's the steakhouse on board. And it was my birthday dinner. So we'll do the birthday stream tomorrow. So today we'll do the walking food tour, and then some evening entertainment, some live jazz music. So hopefully that makes sense. But if y'all ain't tired yet, I will keep going. For anybody new here, we had a Maggie Meetup cruise last week. We have been planning it for about a year, and we are planning it for next year. Lauren, we have a travel agent amongst us who is our classroom travel agent. She set up everything. She has picked a cruise for next year, November. Stay tuned. I will go ahead and spill a little bit of beans. It will be on Virgin Cruise Line next year, which is adults only. So just letting you all know, November 2024, we're going to do this again for the second annual Maggie Meetup Cruise. All right. Hello, Jason. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Lindbergh. Good to see you. And hello, Corey. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay. So had to give you all some announcements. Erin Laura says, shout out to Friendsgiving. Such a great supporter. Yes, not only me. And I love that. Erin Laura says, in this space. Thank you all for the hearts. Friendsgiving has been on other channels. She is a night owl. Admittedly, she doesn't watch live. She watches the replay, and she was really impressed. She was really impressed with the Elegance Boot Camp, that we were so consistent and that we gave content every day and even pre-recorded when I was on vacation. I know some of y'all were mad about that, but we wanted to make sure we gave you all 30 days of Elegance content for free so you all can watch it. We have our Spotify podcast, I think it's called. Lucy and I have started the finishing school for the modern woman. If you want to be taught by us, we have a new class starting January 6th. Link is in the description. You can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com, find out all about it. I also have one-on-one coaching, and I'm starting something new tonight. Ladies, if you're under 35 and you're interested in relationship coaching from an older woman with life experience that's not one of your friends, I'm starting group coaching. Thursdays is going to be ladies under 35. Sundays is going to be ladies over 35. I'm 48, just turned 48, but been married, divorced, co-parenting, long-term relationship, all of that. And I just want to share the truth with you all. So go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com, and the code Black Friday, all one word, still works. All right, everyone? That'll be tonight at 8 p.m. And it'll be a private Zoom. I'm going to start doing more live, but offline because I really want to help. Lisa says, wow, beautiful generosity. I know, incredibly generous. Bottom line with the booze says, Friendsgiving, shout out. Killa said, yeah, that $1,000 channel donation was crazy. Y'all, and you know me, like I do this because I really enjoy doing it. Clearly, I like to eat, and I always tell y'all, I'm a small town girl with big dreams. I want to travel the world and have lots of experiences and come share them with y'all. So that's just what we do, and hopefully I'm teaching you something along the way. But when you guys go above and beyond, it just moves me. I'm so grateful. Vonnie Young says, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. And Jurgen is here. Jurgen got mad at me yesterday. I know we're a little bit on delay, and y'all know Maggie talks too much, so sometimes I get behind in the chat. All right, so let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to get caught up on day 3 of the Maggie Meetup cruise. All right, everyone? So hope you all are doing well. Everybody's good? Okay. Let's see here, share screen. So I showed you all the cruise video yesterday. So I made a little album, and we're just going to go through. I'm going to skip over the dinner pictures because that'll be a dedicated stream tomorrow. So for anyone who's just hopping in, when you do the cruise for this last time or for the next time, there are several different categories of rooms. Suite, which has like a separate living space. Balcony, which actually has a sliding door to outside, ocean view, which is just a window, but you can't go out, and then inside, which is no windows, just the lights. So we opted for balcony, and I love the sunrise and the sunset on the water is beautiful because you don't have anything obstructing, no big buildings, no trees. So waking up in the morning, I tried to get out on the balcony and see the beautiful sun coming through the clouds. So I have some pictures here and I have some videos for you all, but it's just nothingness. And for me, it's beautiful. All right, so I know it's hard to see looking at this, but we are approaching land. I feel like a sailor, right? Way in the distance, I could see a little bit of land. Let me see if I could go forward so you all can actually see. I'll let you listen to the water. Okay, so I'm just sitting on the balcony, taking it all in. I have ordered room service because honestly, I just like waking up slow. You all know when you have kids or work or responsibilities, all of us, it's like, you wake up to the alarm, you got to get ready, you got to get dressed, get a meal together. It is really nice to just take the time to wake up slow. So I like to sit out on the balcony and just watch the sunrise. So you all can see here, I kind of zoomed in. So we had been sailing on the water. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. I know, outbursts. Aaron Laura says, what a beautiful view. Ahoy, matey. Yes. So this was a 5-day, 4-night cruise. So it was out of Orlando. So Monday morning we left. Friday morning we returned. So we flew from Atlanta to Orlando, took the shuttle from Orlando to Port Canaveral. So you all saw on Monday when we pushed away from land. So Monday we left land. Tuesday, they call it a sea day. That means we're sailing on water the entire time. So Tuesday, the day of the behind the scenes tour, the day of the chef's table, the ship is moving, but I told y'all it's like a resort. It's like a floating resort. You don't even know that it's moving. So anytime you look outside through a window or over the balcony, all you see is nothing but water. So it's been like over 24 hours since we've seen land. And if you all have never cruised before, when you cruise and they stop at different places, what do they call those? I think they're called ports. Yes. So they may have different ports that they land at. If I'm getting the words wrong, help me. Y'all know I don't know. I'm just here for the snacks, okay? So usually the sailing is overnight And then when you wake up in the morning, you're approaching land, or sometimes, I remember when I went to Bahamas, you're already landed. So they kind of like sail at night, like the red eye. So it's great. For me, it's great because you're sleeping, you can hear the water, you have that little slow rock. If you don't like it, okay, fine. So early in the morning, I can see land. We're approaching Nassau. So this day was a day in Nassau, which is in the Bahamas. Okay. So you can see here down towards the horizon. I know the silhouette of Atlantis, which is another hotel resort in Nassau. And you know, the Bahamas, one of the things I learned, it's an archipelago, which is, hello, Jared, Big Daddy, Jason. Thank you all for being here. It's comprised of, I think he said over 700 islands. If we have any Bahamians, please correct me. But it's like Greece. I think Greece had 300 islands, but only 30 of them are inhabited. The Bahamas was like 700 different islands that make the country the Bahamas, but only a small percentage actually have people. All right. So you start to see the land out in the distance. So the sun is coming up. I'm waiting on room service. We're moving slowly towards the land. There you guys can see as I zoom in. There's Nassau. All right, so we're just moving slow. Y'all can see it's not like a speedboat. We're just, you know, just taking our time. I took lots of pictures. I really just try to take it in, y'all, because I'm in Atlanta. We don't have water like this. For those of y'all that live on the water, you know, you're lucky, or consider yourselves lucky. So you can see the sun is just coming up, and I'm just sitting out there quietly and just taking pictures as it comes up. So lots and lots and lots. Hello, Lindbergh says, hello, sailor. Absolutely. Okay. So I'm waiting for room service, and we talked about this yesterday. In your hotel, I'm sorry, in your cruise cabin, there'll be the little room service menu cards that hang on the doorknob, and literally you just check off what you want. If you want continental breakfast, which is like your coffee and cereals and your like grab and go kind of items, croissants and whatnot, that is included. If you want like a hot breakfast, pancakes, French toast, bacon, that kind of stuff, you can get anything that you want, but they do charge like a $9 delivery fee, which I think is still great to not have to get up and get dressed and be around people if you don't want to. You can get as much as you want for that cover charge, if you will. And I'll always tell you all what was included and what was extra. Hello, Magnum. Thank you so much for being here. All right, let us continue. So sun is coming up, so you can see here, I don't know if y'all can see, so we're approaching Nassau, and you can see off here in the distance, there are already 1, 2, 3 cruise ships. I want to say parked, but I think it's docked, right? That's proper boat language. So we are going to make our way around here, and you can imagine kind of like a parking lot where you just pull into the next available spot. And I know I'm butchering the language, but literally it's not uncommon. You see this in the Mediterranean, you see this in Bahamas. Anytime you have like a port that's like an active or a busy port, it's not uncommon to see multiple ships stop there. So when you get off on land, it can be kind of crowded. So just, you know, be mindful of that. So I don't know if they arrived before us that morning, or maybe they've been there for a few days. So I think the door has knocked. There's our little Elefante towel that was folded from turn down service the night before. So I left him on the little couch, and then I think it's time for, what am I doing? Time for breakfast. Okay. So you all can see I did have a tour booked, and I talked a little bit about this yesterday. So they also put your little tickets in your room. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but whenever you do the cruise, there's a lot of activities that are included, but I wanted to make it a premium experience. And so I added on several things. For example, the chef's table, you all saw that. There was, when you land, or when you port or dock or whatever it's called, you basically have free time to do whatever you want. So let's say the ship usually arrives at like 8 a.m. So you're traveling overnight. If you get up at 7, you can see it actually pull in. And so it'll park and put the anchor down at like 8 a.m. And then, excuse me, all aboard time was like 5 p.m. So you have a full day in Nassau to do whatever you want to. Excuse me, Erin Laura says, that's so cute, the towel. Yeah, that's very common in cruise cabins when the cabin steward makes up your room. They'll make little elephants, little swans, little monkeys, little bears, little elephants out of towels for you. So you can take the time when you're on land to be completely free to do whatever you want and just walk about. Just make sure you keep an eye on the time, and it's the ship time, not whatever the local time is. So make sure you know what the ship time is. But one of the things that I did is I purchased an excursion. So an excursion is basically just when you leave the ship, you want to be part of a guided group experience that is basically hosted by or sponsored by the cruise line. Now, you'll pay a little bit more for it, or you could go do your own thing. You know, y'all know there's always people that, hey, you need a taxi. Hey, you want to do this? You can do that as well. That's fine. But just to be safe, you know, I always like to do the things that are kind of structured by the organization, just so, you know, if the worst happens, if there's emergency or running late, the ship will wait for you if you are on one of their tours. However, if you leave and go do your own thing, the ship has to pull up and leave because they got to make space for the next one coming in. And some people like laughing at it. I don't, but there are YouTube videos called Pier Runners, P-I-E-R, of people who lost track of time. Maybe they fell asleep on the beach or whatever, and they're running back and the ship is pulling away. And no, they don't stop to come get you. So let's continue. All right, so you all can see they have my little tickets here, November 29th. So they will have those in your room when you check in. You also have this in the mobile app, so you can keep up with a digital version of it as well. So it tells you where to meet. You can see here it says meeting location on the pier next to the ship. So I need to exit and then look for the meeting spot, which is zone number 3. I'm like, okay, good. Hello, Mary Linda. All right, so now we are docked, and our ship was on the starboard side. Yeah, the port side, you'll actually see the land, but we were facing the ocean, so that was the view for the whole time that we were there. All right, I can't get enough of it, y'all. It's just, to me, it's beautiful. And the different colors of water. See the little lighthouse there? All right. So we're moving closer and closer to where they can put the ramp down. So I'm just sitting outside enjoying the view. And you can see some of the leftovers from like the 1600s and whatnot, and all of there was a lighthouse. I think there was something else kind of old there, some old building. I'm sure there's some history behind it. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is. All right, so now it's time for room service. All right, so now they're bringing in the trays. You all have seen this. So they're knocking on the door. It's time for breakfast. Wakey, wakey.
Ooh, yummy, yummy. Right.
So you all can see the little breakfast menu he's holding there. So we ordered, I think that's some bagels and some toast. They were freshly toasted, so they were kept warm in the napkins. I have some oatmeal right here, so ordered that. We got a lot the day before, so he's just going through everything. He's like, here's your cream cheese for the bagel. I think I have some raisins here and whatever else was underneath these. I can't remember. Probably some fruit. And then a fresh carafe of coffee, and then of course the cream. So take your time. There's the cream behind. Take your time, make a nice little breakfast. So I'm putting my raisins into the oatmeal, putting a little bit of sweetener in the oatmeal. And of course, all of this is available in the dining room. If you want to go eat at the table with others, you can absolutely do that. Putting a little bit of cream in my oatmeal too. Lindbergh says, how many ports of call on Instagram? So this ship was just 2. It was Nassau and it was Coco Cay, which is Royal Caribbean's private island. So if you all aren't tired yet, maybe on Saturday we can do day 4. All right, so yes, some people, they're my bagels. Some people like a port intensive cruise. There are a lot of those that are in the Mediterranean because the countries are so close together. You can go to Greece, you can go to Italy, you can go to Spain, and just kind of dot your way around the Mediterranean. But this one was just 2. And I actually like sea days because I like staying on the ship. I have been on cruises that have gone to Bahamas and I haven't gotten off the ship because you don't have to. So that's just one thing for you all to know. Even if the ship is at port or docked or whatever they call it, you can stay on the ship if you want to and do all of the things. And a lot of times they have easier access, like into the spa or discounts for things because a lot of people get off to explore. So it's less crowded and you can really enjoy some things on your own. All right, so I just made my bagel with some butter and cream cheese. Not a gluten-free day, bad Maggie. Okay, so I'm dressed now. I got my birthday girl ribbon on, and I'm getting ready to go. Then, of course, got to make the other plate. Y'all already know. So we're doing our honey toast. I think I'm the early bird, so, but it's okay. Ladies, you already know what it is. All right, so just making another fruit plate with some toast and some coffee, getting everything together. Everybody wants to wake up nice and to a simple breakfast meal. I'd love to know what you all like to eat. So, all right, and we have our breakfast. All right, so just a little toast and fruit plate. You can get it as elaborate as you want. You can get it as simple as you want. When you fill out the card, it will let you pick what time you want the delivery. So if you want it like 6 to 6:30, it's a 30-minute window, right? Like 6 to 6:30, 7 to 7:30, that kind of thing. All right, let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Okay, what does Tara say? That could never be me. Did I miss it? Y'all know I'm behind in the chat. What did I miss, sweetheart? Okay, we got Christine in the house. She says, hi, Maggie. Hello, sweetheart. Erin Laura says, I can kind of see how people find that funny, but being stranded in another country, possibly alone, that would really worry me. Yeah, okay, the pier runners thing. Yeah, y'all, here's the thing. When I am cruising or, well, yeah, just cruising, you want to make sure it's in the app, it's in the paper. Usually it's even at the gangway. They let you know when the ship door or whatever it's called is down for you to go explore. And there are signs everywhere that let you know what time the all aboard time is. I would just say, set reminders, notifications, come back an hour before. Usually what I do, or what I did in this tour, we were there from 8 to 5 at Nassau, but I had a morning tour from like 8 to 12, and then I head back to the ship. Like, I'm not even going to chance it. What they will do is they will go to your room and go get your passport and not leave it, but make sure you have it when you do come back to the dock. But you're on your own to fly back to wherever, and you've missed your cruise. So yeah, y'all don't chance it. Don't chance it. Yeah, I'll take the guided tour. Yes, guided tour, please. Y'all know Maggie is a rule follower. Hello, Light Love. Lena. Oh, Light Love, Lena. I met her at the chef's table. It's so good to see you. I did the dining documentary yesterday at the chef's table. Y'all, one of my new friends from the cruise is watching on Instagram. I'm also on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. Maggie, the substitute teacher, if you want to see the pictures I'm sharing. So good to see you. Yes, guided tour for me. Absolutely. Yeah, Tara says, let's not leave anything to chance. Yeah, Christina likes her fresh fruit in the morning. Hello, Tracy. Okay, Jurgen is here from Germany for breakfast. He wants bread, sausage, cheese, egg, and coffee. Okay, coming right up. You get what you want. I'll be happy to order it for you. Y'all are hilarious. I love it. All right, so there's the breakfast plate. Then I had a croissant, some yogurt, and some fruit. And then I had ordered this bottled water into the room. So just sitting here watching TV, waking up slow. Y'all know how it goes. And of course, they have a cruise. They have a TV in the room where you can watch regular TV, or just like a hotel, they have like a cruise channel that's basically like on repeat, all the stuff that's going on around the ship, all the things that you can get into on port or whatever you want to do. Erin Laura says, I don't usually eat breakfast, but I do love a simple cheese omelet. Oh, that sounds so good. Maybe I'll make one tonight. Y'all wanted 2 streams tonight. Cheese omelet and some yogurt. That sounds yummy. All right, so let us continue. All right, so now I'm dressed and ready. So you can see we pulled up on land. Y'all can see Atlantis. I think my eyes are closed, but y'all can see Atlantis back in the background here. So I'm dressed and ready, got my birthday girl button on. I'm ready to go see what Nassau has to offer. So y'all know how we do, just taking lots of pictures on the balcony. Okay. So now I've come down. Our room was on deck 14. The gangway, which is where you exit and enter, you can see they have signs. I think this was on deck 3. So I take the elevator down. And when you leave the ship, you want to have your ID and you want to have your CPAS card, which is like your door key. So you can see people are coming out. They have a little station here if you're going to the beach and you didn't pack your own towels, you can check out towels from Royal Caribbean, and they'll give them to you like for free. They just put your name down and your room number down because you do need to bring them back. So if you want to do more than just the pool on the ship and you want to actually go to the beach on land, you can take towels from the ship. Oh no, Christina says prayers to the families in Nevada. Oh my goodness, y'all, I know there's a lot going on in the world. I really try to keep this a space that's uplifting. I appreciate you all sharing. I am not aware, but my hearts go out to whatever. I have a very low tolerance for bad news. I'm a softie, but thank you for letting us know. Okay, so you can see the kids and the families, they're dressed for the beach and getting their equipment. I'm not going to the beach, so I pass by the towel station, then go down the escalator. And all right, so now I've scanned my card and I'm actually out. So, oof, Maggie's going fast. All right, let me see if I can slow it down. Y'all know I move fast. Okay, so this is the gangway. So we're at Nassau. I'm coming off of my ship, and you can see there's another Royal Caribbean ship right next door. So there's going to be a lot of people out and about, but the day was beautiful. So you can see here. So this is the ship I'm getting off, but each one has a little parking slot. So you can see this is the door that they've put down. So this is where we enter and exit. Okay. And again, make sure you have your ID, make sure you have a watch. And I'm looking for my meeting point, which my ticket said zone number 3. So y'all can see it right here. I come off and they have Royal Caribbean people everywhere, like in uniform, helping you find whatever you need to find. So I see the sign that says zone number 3. So y'all can see it's really easy. Like literally you get off the ship. And this is if you're doing the cruise line sponsored excursions. This is another, benefit. And I guess one of the conveniences that you pay for, they make it really easy for you. So it's windy.
Ready to go on the food tour.
All right, let me turn the volume down, but you all can see just in that little wind tunnel where we are, but it's a beautiful, beautiful day. So I meet the people in zone number 3 and the hostess of the tour, she has me sign the waiver. She's got a little iPad. Of course, there's always a waiver, which just means, they're going to take pictures for promotion and they're not like, y'all know what it is. You signed the waiver. We got E. Capone in the house. He was on the tour with me, giving the salute. Hello, hello. E. Capone said that breeze was heavenly. Let us know, what did you do when you got off in Nassau? I'm showing y'all the tour that I went on. I opted for a culinary tour. #research. Y'all know what it is. But E. Capone, if you want to chat, or you can just stay in the chat. Okay, so let us continue. So I've signed my little waiver. I'm ready for the island food tour. I think she put a little wristband on me. And now we're walking. We're walking. Yes, indeed, we're walking. Okay, so this is the Allure of the Seas on the right. So you all can see this is the ship I just got off of. So we're now in a group and we're making our way into Nassau, okay? So you all can see here, you think your ship is big and then you see it next to another ship and you're like, oh my gosh, it's humongous. We had probably the biggest ship on the pier. So there's the Freedom of the Seas. That's also Royal Caribbean. You can see they have a water slide. Each cruise ship is different. So you can see they have a whole water park at the top of theirs where we have the flow riders, the surfing thing. I'm not doing either of them, but that's good to know. You can see Disney was in port. This is the Disney ship. You can see Mickey right here. And you can see they have, it looks like an amusement park, or I don't know if this is water or if this is like roller coaster, but yeah, y'all, the ships are getting more and more just massive, like a floating Vegas. Okay, so y'all see people are coming out. They're either coming or going. Let's see what's happening here. All right, so I'm just doing a little view so you all can see ships by ships by ships. So we're walking in a group with our tour leader, got our wristbands on. So we're leaving the port and we're now going into the city of Nassau. All right. So you all can see, and it's like any beautiful Caribbean city. Of course, they got all the tchotchkes, the straw market, hair braiding, calypso music, you know, buy this, try this, all of that stuff. And it's fun, but, you know, I'm staying with the group because y'all already know. Okay, so now our host is bringing us to the meeting point for the tour. So there's like a little bit of a distance. So you get off the ship. And then there's like a gathering point there, sign the waiver, get your wristband. And then it was probably like a 10-minute walk to where the actual like tour bus was. So that little area where the pier is was where she transported us to. E. Capone says, I'll stay in the chat. Yes, sir. Endless, a spokesperson. Hello from South Africa. We got Sheila in the house. Oh, 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 Sheila. I love it when you come to class, Sheila. I know, y'all. I know. I have outbursts. Capone says, you just walked around Nassau and danced to the music they were playing. Absolutely. And you absolutely can, y'all. There have been times when I just go off and explore on my own. Sometimes you just want to get away from it all. Absolutely. Now, we talked about like cell phone usage. Most of us have international plans, so you'll want to remember to turn your phone on airplane mode when you're on the ship. However, when you get off the ship or when you're in Nassau, I turn my data back on because usually when you land somewhere that's like in the Caribbean, Mexico, Canada, you can still use like texts were free, data was free. It's just you pay for calls. Lisa says, how many were in the group? I would say like 15. You'll see when we get on the bus, and they had multiple bus. They gave us, some of us got a green wristband, some of us got a red wristband, and they were like green over here, red over here. I don't know the logic, but you'll see our little tour bus. So I'd say about 15. Tracy likes me singing. Don't encourage me. All right, so now this is the tour, Flavors of Nassau. So they partnered with Royal Caribbean. So you can see people are lined up here, and there's Maggie always taking pictures for y'all. So we're getting into, I guess this is like a little sprinter kind of van type thing. So we're getting loaded up. All right, so everybody's getting in. And now what I did like about this tour, we are driving. Well, I'm not driving. There's a driver and he's narrating the history. So this tour, just so you all will see, it takes us around different landmarks in Nassau. He's explaining to us like this is a government building, and you know that because it's colored pink. They have a color coding system. Pink is for government.
Those were actually built between 1800 and 1802, and these are commonly referred to as colonial style architect. As a matter of fact, folks, take a look at that statue there. That's the statue of Queen Victoria. I will talk some more about Queen Victoria because she played such an instrumental role in the history of Bahamas. All right, guys, again, I'm not going to stop. You normally stay there for a minute, but they have some sort of ceremony.
Okay, so you all can hear he's giving us the history. Another thing that was great, and what I do like about the tours, if you are going to do any tours, do a little bit of research because some of them require a lot of walking. If you have older people with you or people with mobility issues, you may not want to do that tour. So this was a culinary tour. I thought it was going to be a walking tour, which that's why I had sneakers on. I was fine to do the walking. However, they took us to like 4 different stops in Nassau. So they drove us to do different stops and you all will see the food that we had. Each one had a different Bahamian specialty for us to sample that was included in the tour. But we would get off and on the bus. So there was like, or the little van. So there were like 4 stops. Some tours, if you want more adventurous, you can, again, when you can go to Royal Caribbean's website now, or when you put your deposit down for this one or the next one or whatever you do, as soon as you get your confirmation number and your room number, download the app. They have a whole menu of everything that's available, and you can just pick it and pay for it. And if you change your mind, you can absolutely cancel out and refund it. Tracy says music is my best friend. E. Capone says excellent. All right, so let us continue. So you all see we are in Nassau. That's a government building. He's showing us. And then what is happening here?
Along with a toy boy. So we actually changed the name from the General Hospital to Princess Margaret Hospital because we love to honor people in this country. As a matter of fact, here in the Bahamas, we practice what is commonly referred to as preventive medicine.
Okay, so he's talking about the medical system there. We're passing by a hospital, and I only videoed this because this is there it is, Princess Margaret Hospital. I don't know if y'all saw that. Y'all know my name is Margaret. Maggie is my childhood nickname. Princess Margaret was actually the sister of Queen. Yeah, I think she was the sister of the queen who just passed, Queen Elizabeth. I believe so. But anyway, they were giving the history. The Bahamas, like America, used to be a British colony. So they still have like parliament and they still have a lot of the remnants of that system. All right, let us continue. What's happening here? Okay, who knows? Sometimes I take my phone out because I'm like, ooh, what are we about to do here? I think here he's just showing us a limestone building.
All right, folks, we're on our way to our first station stop. By the way, you see that building that's saying we blocking our path?
His accent was a little difficult for me, but he was pointing out something. I think it was the limestone. I can't remember what this building is, but you can see there's like a cannon here and some steps up there. Let's see. What is the history here? I don't know, y'all. I can't read it, but I'm sure there's some history behind the building. But you see this nice lady that I'm sitting next to, she's got her green wristband on. So that's how they sorted us by group. Oh, Christopher Columbus. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so this is a building in honor of Christopher Columbus landing. I'm sure he told more of the story, but that's all I remember. Sorry. Okay, this building, I forgot what yellow is, but I love the pastels in the Caribbean. Pink is government and green is police.
Come on in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys doing? Oh, happy birthday.
Okay, so of course she's talking to me. So the first stop was at a tea house, not your regular tea house. I think I have them somewhere in my souvenirs. In the Caribbean and in Africa and a lot of Latin countries, they still believe in medicinal properties of nature. And so they have something they call bush tea, or there was another name for it, but basically people that are local to the area, they know which plants have healing properties. So this was a tea house of all the different types of teas that help with indigestion, that help with this, that help with inflammation, that help with blood sugar. So I did buy some. Excuse me, I think I don't know where it is. I need to get them out because I love a good tea. So this was our first stop. So the nice little hostess is explaining to us the different teas, the medicinal properties, and then of course you can buy. Everything ends in the gift shop, and of course I did buy. So that's what we're doing here. So she's explaining they have different teas, like you can see the gun salute. This is a performance tea. Sour sop, she's telling me what that does. I already forgot. This is morning tea. This is something else tea. It was a whole shop. And they, of course, they brought out samples for us. So these are tea bags. I think there's like 30 in the bag. So I did bring back some. So she's given us samples to try.
So Sweet Margaret is a very special tea because that tree does not grow anywhere else in the world except for in the lovely Bahamas, just like myself. So Sweet Margaret sharpens your memory and focus, it repairs nerve damage, and it strengthens and supports your back. So all of the tea pouches we sell have 10 tea bags on the inside. Each tea bag is potent to give you 3 regular sized coffee mug cups. So each pouch holds a serving of 30 cups of teas. All of the pouches cost $15.40 with tax, except for our friend Mr. All the Way Up. He's at a wee bit more at $24.20. We do international shipping on all of our teas, so you don't have to fret that if the tea works for you, you need more. You can just order online and have it shipped out to you. We actually provide that information on the tea pouches underneath the barcode on the website. And then we take cash card and Apple Pay as forms of payments. Any questions?
All right, so you all can see we have a lovely little perky host. I started recording because one of the teas she had was called Sweet Margaret. Y'all already know. Everybody loves their name. It took me a while to get to love mine, but they had samples of all the different tea. I loved everything. They sweetened with agave, but they were just really flavorful.
Gumbe nectar. Now the gumbe nectar is just a juice. It doesn't have any medicinal purposes except for the fact that it tastes really good. It's a blend of mangoes, guavas, and pineapples. Then we have some lemongrass tea with a little bit of ginger and some soursop fruit juice. So the soursop,
Okay, so you can see what she has here. Maybe I should do a like a tea unboxing of some of the teas that I brought, but this was the first stop. We're sampling teas and then buying some teas. So I had so much fun here, and I just loved her little energy too.
Oh, thank you.
what do you want? Interested?
All right, so everybody's enjoying. Of course, I had to get the Sweet Margaret tea. Hello, John Phillip. Hello, Sigma. All right, so I'm grabbing some teas. They had hot goat pepper jelly called Bahama Kicktail. I thought that was funny. So now I'm in line. I'm getting a little souvenir tea bag, and she's
for her, please.
playing some happy birthday music for me. Y'all know how I am.
Thank you.
I'm at the checkout, and she was like, "Oh, it's your birthday! Somebody put the birthday song on for her." I don't mean to offend anyone, but I really enjoyed it. Okay, so now we're done with the tea stop, and I think we're getting back on the bus. Yeah, so you all can just see, I just took a little panoramic so you can see the street. They do drive on the left side of the road, just like the British. There's our driver in the orange shirt, so he gets out with us and makes sure everybody's counted for. So you all can see, there's our little tour bus, and we're getting ready to get back on for the next stop. Okay, how's everybody doing in the chat? Let's see. Erin Laura says, a tea show and tell would be nice. I use ginger and lemongrass in a lot of my cooking. I think I'd like that tea. Okay, I'll do that for you all once we get done with this series. But I think I bought 2 or 3 bags. I can't remember. But I also got some stuff for souvenirs and gave it away. But you all could see here, I mean, they had guava tea, lemongrass tea, ginger tea, like all of that stuff. So, and I will find the website and share it with you all so you can order some of the teas. Jurgen says thumbs up. Okay, so let us continue. Now we're on to stop number 2. So stop number 2 was probably one of my favorites. While we're driving, the driver is giving us the history. There is a Caribbean snack or meal called Duff, D-U-F-F. I had never heard of it before, and I had never had it before. Hello, Sean. Those of y'all that have Caribbean roots, please shout out your favorites. But I think the history, he said, was either for the sailors or the workers or people that would be gone long distances or for long times. I don't know. They would take a sack, and then they would put a whole bunch of stuff in the sack, like dried fruit, flour, like kind of like almost like making a trail mix, or the way he explained it to me. And then they would tie the sack, and I don't know if they would boil it or they would steam it, but it would kind of like cook everything together. And then they would take it out, and like even if it had like meat or something in it, and they would eat that duff, and it would be like a hearty snack or meal to kind of keep them for a long time. So it kind of became like an island tradition. Now they have all kinds of different flavors of duff. So they took us to another place that brought us some duff samples, and I think the one we sampled was guava duff. And then I actually bought some. There's a video on my page where I brought some back for the boys, and I made one for Alex and Marcus. So stop number 2 is the new Duff. So we're here at stop number 2. So she's also bringing us a beverage.
Thank you so much. Welcome.
I forgot what it was, but of course everybody, hospitality was great, and they were serving us. So this is the nice lady that was telling us the history and the tea. Then she brings out the Duffs.
This is beautiful. Thank you. It looks like
So to me, the closest thing to it is, imagine like a sweet roll. If you all are familiar with the Hawaiian bread that we have like holiday time. So it was kind of like that kind of soft, pillowy bread texture, but it had a filling. So you kind of eat it almost like a cake with like filling. And so it could have a fruit filling or whatever. So they stuff it in there and then they put the dough around it and they steam it. So it's hot and it's soft. And then they put like a cream sauce over top of it. Y'all, it was so good. All right, so she's bringing us the duff. So you all can see this is what it looks like. And this was our second little sample. Hello, Cowboy. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Elite. So I'm getting in there, giving it a taste. So you all can see when I cut into it, there's fresh guava.
And it's made by boiling, right? Not baking? Steaming.
All right, so she's explained to me how they steam it. So I'm going to take a taste for y'all. Hello, Tommy. Oh, yeah, it's good. So hopefully you all can see they've got it nice and stuffed. So it's nice and fruity, or I guess you could put whatever you want in it. And when you buy it, they have coconut duff, they have guava duff, they have mango duff, they have all kinds of different stuffed duffs. Then we're on from stop number 2. Of course, you know, I purchased some things there. And now we are driving along the waterside. He's explaining something.
This is where you are from, okay? I'm already at 260 pounds, and I guarantee you. Well, they do ship. Remind me never to...
Okay, so just like any tour guide, he is asking questions. Where is everybody from? Making sure we're comfortable. It was a good experience. Then we took a lap. We didn't get out here, but he took us to this area. Of course, Bahamas has a lot of resorts. Excuse me, tourism is their #1 industry. So they have a lot of big hotels there. People will go there for conferences and whatnot. But he also told us that the second industry is finance. Okay, so now we're in stop number 3.
What is it?
All right, so they're passing out. I think this was... He told me the name of it. I've forgotten. Wow. Okay. So you all know I used to work for the Coca-Cola company, and there's lots of beverages, and you all may or may not know that there are Coke products that are available in other countries that you can't get in the US. So that was like a soda. It kind of tasted like a pineapple kind of soda, and it was a Coke product, but it was a Caribbean Coke product. So that's one of the things I love. They have brands that you can't get, you know, wherever you can only get local. So that was a very bright soda for me. I don't really drink soda like that, but that's what that was. So enjoying the sample. All right, now we're here for our first meal.
What do we have here?
All right, so we stopped at a place and they actually made us some food here. So I'm going to explain to y'all what this is. So there's my soda. This is snapper. So this is fried fish. And then I think this is potato salad. This is rice and peas. This is coleslaw. And this is grits, but not breakfast grits. Just like they have rice and peas, they do grits and peas. So it's a savory grits. So imagine beans and grits.
Thanks for choosing Island Town Cake Shop for your experience this morning. My name is Chef Tom. I want to tell you guys thanks for...
All right, so you all can see, and when I tell you, I would say 5 out of 5. The flavor was so good. Of course, there's nothing like the authentic. The fish was fried crispy and warm, really flavorful. The rice and peas, and y'all know I don't eat starch like that, but it was excellent. Everything was good. I ate all of it. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was so good. So we are at Cafe Shack. I can't remember what it was called. But they brought that out and you all can see. But it was really savory, really good flavor. I liked it. I like it. I'm enjoying my fish. And now some potato salad. Really yummy. I'm not a huge potato salad person, but it's good. And some slaw. Giving you all the research. And then last, rice and peas. So if you like Latin food, African food, Caribbean food, you'll love it. Then they brought
The
around
coffee will be
some
the strongest.
rum cake.
But the original is the one that we start off with, and then they add strong rum.
Okay, so another thing that's very common in island countries is rum cake. It's they have the authentic there. I brought some for souvenirs. I haven't eaten any of these, but I got 3. But you all can see some of the flavors here. They have caramel, coffee, Kentucky bourbon. Where is Killis? This one is for you. Kentucky bourbon, banana rum cake, amaretto, cinnamon. So I did buy some for the boys and their dad just to, have some souvenirs. Let me see how y'all are doing in the chat. Jurgen's doing good. He's enjoying the tasty treats. So one thing you all, when you do leave the ship, you can do shopping, you can do whatever you want. If you're planning on bringing anything home, just make sure it is sealed. So you buy something in a package like that. If you're going to enjoy any fresh food or any cooked food, you need to eat that on land because they won't let you bring any of that kind of food onto the ship, just like you can't go international with like fruits and seeds. Also, for those of y'all who like your liquor, shout out to Killis. If you do buy any alcohol or rum, which you all will see on this tour, they will put it in those. When you buy like duty free and they have those plastic bags that are sealed, they have those and you take it back to the ship and they actually hold it for you until your cruise is over and then they return it to you. Hello, Killis. She knows I'm calling her out. Okay, so we got the rum cake. And then a shot of something. I don't know what it was. They were just giving us everything, y'all. That doesn't sound very responsible, but they told us what it was, but y'all know I'm a lightweight. Yeah, so I tried it. I'll try anything. And then because it was my actual birthday, they made me a little cocktail. So y'all can see it's just a little neighborhood place, but the food was excellent. So time to get back on the bus. Thank you so much. And so she brought me a nice little cocktail to enjoy for my trip, and it was strong. Whew. All right, back on the bus.
Good?
Yeah. All right, so he was nice to slow down. I'm taking video. I think this is a church. I think that's what he said it was. Yeah, and he was talking about the limestone and giving us all the history and whatnot. So beautiful. There's the cemetery. It was just nice. Now we're at stop number 4, the last stop. So we are at a distillery. Shout out to those of y'all who like your rum. This is very common in the Caribbean, Jamaica, Bahamas. They have a local brand called J.R. Watlin's. And so we did a tour of the rum factory, a little small shop. It's only available there. Of course, they gave out samples, and of course, it ended in the gift shop. So, and then we had another snack while we were there. So there's a history behind it. I think it was somebody's house, but you can see we're coming in. They're giving us frozen pina coladas. Oh, it was so good, y'all. There's just nothing like the freshest. It was so good. Yes, so everybody can have some pina colada.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it frozen?
Yes, ma'am.
So Maggie's already feeling it, but I'll try it. All right, now she's giving us the history. Then we're going around the back. So there's the back of the house. We're coming down. You can see the size of the tour. I think Lisa had asked. So you can walk around by yourself, but I just stay with the tour guide. So you can see it's probably about, I don't know, 15 of us, a dozen or so. Maybe some people didn't want to do the tour. So there's Maggie still holding on for my beverage from stop number 3, but just stopped for a picture at John Watlin's Rum Factory. So you all can see they still do everything by hand. You can see down here where I don't know my alcohol terminology, but like the barrels and stuff where they keep stuff in, they still label it by hand and all of that. Uh-oh. Is that the last? Okay. It just kind of got hung up on me. All right. So you all can see the factory. And I mean, they're talking to us during this walking tour. You can see they're down here labeling everything, boxing everything, making everything local. So if you like a nice local rum, this would be the place to get it. And they're telling us all the process. They have the, y'all know I don't know this stuff. The honey gold, the something something, the something something. I don't want to butcher it. And of course, all tours end in the gift shop. Hello, Bless. So you can get whatever liquor you want. And there is Queen Elizabeth on the wall. Shout out to the British. So you can see her there. I'm sure this house was a house of somebody royal at one time. I don't know. But they have their gift shop set up in what used to be the living room. And yeah. So just taking a lap around for you. So I'm sure people got their alcohol. I think you can get you could bring 2 bottles back, duty free. I don't know. I didn't get any. So still at J.R. Watling's, now that the tour is over, the last thing that we were given to eat were these is it conch or conch fritters? So you all will see them, but there was like this little shack back here that was frying up the conch fritters. And I would probably say it's like a hush puppy. So like the little ball consistency, like cornbread flour fried, but inside of the breading and the dough was like a shellfish. So think like little strips of clam. So you would bite into the little hush puppy and there were little strips of like clam. I think conch is their national food. So that was, of course, we had to try that. I love how y'all come out of the clouds when you hear your name, right? So the Condemned is here saying, rum, let's go. Yes, we were at the rum factory. I didn't buy any. Y'all want some next time, let me know. I sampled plenty, but I'm just not a drinker like that. But they had all of the rums, the honey rum, the clear, the blonde rum, the dark rum. It's a lot. Erin Laura says, yeah. Talk about rum and here y'all come running into the chat. Y'all are hilarious. I love it. Lisa says they don't mind you bringing bottles of alcohol back onto the ship. No, but there is a limit. So the way it works, if you shop when you're on land, when you come back and you get onto the ship, they don't let me take pictures there, but hello, Mr. Chimo. It's just like airport security. So you're going to walk through a metal detector and you have to take your bag and things and it goes through a conveyor belt. So don't be that person. I already told y'all I'm not coming to get you from the jail. But if you bring anything back, you just need to let them know. And the people at the gift shop, whenever you're buying anything, they ask you at the register, because this is a tourist area, are you on a cruise ship? Are you, cruising back? Because obviously we look like tourists. And if you say yes, then the way that when they sell it to you, they go ahead and package it in those like duty-free plastic bags that are like hermetically sealed. You can't access it while you're on the ship. So when you get back to the ship and you go through security, they'll take your room number and whatever you've bought that's alcohol, and they will hold it for you. And then on the last day, disembarkation day, they'll return it for you to take home. Erin Laura says, with words like that, sometimes I call it conch, sometimes I call it conch. Words are fun. Does anybody know? I don't know. Condemn says, you love a good bottle of rum, brings out your inner pirate. Honey rum sounds delicious. Okay, so we are going back to the Bahamas next year. I'm telling y'all now, save the date. We will have a Maggie Meetup cruise, second annual Maggie Meetup cruise, November of next year. Lauren has already picked it. I'm just waiting after the holidays because I know it's a lot. But we'll be back in the Bahamas, and remind me, I'll bring you back some rum. But yes, if you all want to travel with us, we're doing Virgin Cruise Line, which is all adults. All right, let us continue. All right, thank you all. Hopefully everybody can see here. All right, so now they're bringing us the last snack on the eating tour. So we've had samples. Y'all don't think it adds up, but these little samples add up. But look,
It smells
turning
incredible.
it down. So they're bringing these out. They're fried fresh. And you all can see their little fritters, like a hush puppy. Nice and hot. And they gave us a dipping sauce. I don't know what the dipping sauce was. It was some type of like, I don't know, we'll call it yum yum sauce or whatever. That wasn't an elegant bite, sorry. But I'm trying to show you guys. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some seafood in there. All right. Okay, so now we are making our way back. So the actual food tour is over. So I think that was 4 stops off and on. It was about 3 hours, you know, so it was a nice leisurely tour. That was extra, so I paid for that. Absolutely loved it because that way I didn't have to think. I was able to sample all of the like local Bahamian food from authentic restaurants. So that was nice. So now the bus has dropped us back off at the pier, and you can continue to shop and do whatever you want to. I'm making my way back to the ship, but you can tell at the pier, they got the music, they got the hair braiding, they got everything going for you. Erin Laura's dancing. Yes, we would definitely respect that. Even though I'm a lightweight, I'm gonna let y'all enjoy how you want to enjoy. So like most Caribbean places, y'all, they have really stepped up the hair braiding. I remember the last time I was in the Caribbean, it was like 2 aunties and a chair. Now they have like a whole waiting area. They have mannequins. They have like menus that you can pick what you want your hair braided. I'm telling you. So you see they're all sitting there. The ladies are getting braids in their hair if they want to. Beautiful day. So I'm just kind of walking back, taking my time. Beautiful pastel colors. Just looking at how things have progressed and making my way back to the ship. So you all can see. So there's lots to do if you want to go deeper into the city, but since I was on the riding tour, I saw a lot. There's Disney, Royal, and then our ship. So you all can see the allure of the seas. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there were 5 ships in port that day. So you all can see it can get pretty busy, but just make sure you know the name of your ship. You're not going to get past if you don't have the right card. Hello, Good, and hello, Drew. So beautiful. I've never been on a Disney cruise line. I probably would like to go, but some of y'all don't like kids like that. So, excuse me, we won't do a Disney cruise for a Maggie meetup. Plus, I've heard Disney is a little on the pricier side, but I've heard good things about it. The service is great. I really do think Royal Caribbean is a great all-around cruise for those of y'all that like adventure, for those of us that are foodies, for those of y'all that want to relax. Absolutely. So you can see some of the smaller ships, some of the older ships. Each one has its own little charm. And now we're back in the wind tunnel. Time to get back on the ship. Let's go back on the ship. All right, so I'm at the allure of the seas, and now I'm ready to get back on. So you can see I'm back where I started the tour at Zone 3. So now we're walking through, and there's 2 little entrances there. So I'm just taking one little lap around so you all can see. Everybody's walking on. And shout out to Nassau. It was beautiful. Until the next time. See y'all next year. All right, so now we're getting back on, and so we're at the Royal Caribbean. That's where they're, asking you, did you buy anything? Do you need to drop off anything? Blah, blah, blah. And they don't really allow any pictures when you're going through security. So now I'm back in my room, and you all remember I'm on a balcony. Make sure everybody's okay. So I'm on a balcony. So now I'm just looking out at other people who have done like the booze cruise. Aloha! Okay, so Maggie's hollering, but I have my balcony door open and I'm just enjoying the view. By this time, it's lunchtime, but I'm not hungry. I've been eating all morning, so I'm just kind of sitting there. And there are walking excursions y'all can do. There are riding excursions y'all can do, like the one I just did on the little sprinter van. There are boat excursions. So if you want to go off on a little yacht or a booze cruise, you can absolutely do that. Just make sure you're back in time. All right, so lots of stuff happening outside my window, but it was beautiful. Looks like this is a little pirate themed ship. Y'all can see some of the little houses and things that are left over from colonial times. Little tugboat coming through. It was just beautiful to sit there and watch. It was just really beautiful. I mean, that could be a wallpaper. It's just lovely. Looking outside my window. Hello, Sean. Thank you so much for being here. All right. Anything happening? Okay. All right. So now I think I'm going to not stop, but I'm going to skip over this because we're going to cover this tomorrow. So 1 second. All right. So where are we so far? We had room service for breakfast. Then I did the walking tour. Now I am getting ready for dinner. And since it's my actual birthday, we're going to Chops. I am going to save this tomorrow at 7 p.m. I am going to do the Chops dedicated stream, just like I did the dedicated Chef's Table stream. So I'm going to fast forward. Tomorrow, y'all will see dinner. If you want to see birthday gifts, you can put the gift emoji in the chat. If you just want the food, we'll stick to the food. I'll cover all of that tomorrow. So I'm skipping over the food, gifts. Okay. Now we're going to move on to after dinner entertainment. Y'all know you can't take me anywhere. We have had this conversation. Y'all know I am the extrovert amongst us. And those of you all that are introverts and those of you all that are shy, I am your extrovert friend. I am the one to hit the dance floor first. I am the one to go out and experience things and come back and let y'all know, come on in, the water's fine. I'm either brave enough or dumb enough to do it boldly. But yes, I'm always hollering, y'all. Lisa says, I read Allure of the Seas was voted one of the cleanest cruises in 2023. I appreciate that. Erin Laura wants to see the gifts. Okay, tomorrow on the birthday stream. Yes, y'all, it was spotless. I mean, I can't really say I've been on a dirty cruise, but the staff, and especially for a ship that's that big, I can't remember how many Lauren said, either 5,000 or 6,000 people. I know E. Capone is in the chat, but everything from the stateroom service to like the elevators, even the public bathrooms, because they do have bathrooms like a hotel, you know, tucked away. People were always picking things up and cleaning. And I even saw something that impressed me. Of course, you know, the custodial staff is always wiping down. But even if you saw another employee, let's say he was part of the surfing crew, I'm making it up. If he would walk and see something out of place, he would stop and pick it up. So from what I could see, they had just really good pride in the ship. And yeah, I think it's like 12 years old, but it's been maintained really well and squeaky clean. All right, so let us continue. So we are going to go to after dinner entertainment. So I've skipped over dinner. We'll do a dedicated birthday stream tomorrow. All right. So after dinner, I've changed into a little dress and I'm looking in the app and they have live music at the lounge. So I said, let's go. Hello in the kitchen with Cam. So good to see you. I'm sharing my screen on YouTube if y'all want to see. So we got there early. I think music started around 9 p.m. It was like 8, but I was fine to just kind of sit and wait. And like I shared with you all yesterday, so in the Royal Caribbean app or and the app is free to use on board, free Wi-Fi. or in the little brochure that was on your desk, you have a whole planner of what's happening that day, from like 6 a.m. morning workout to 2 a.m., turn up party in the club. So you pick whatever you want to. So you just look at your, your phone or your clock or whatever and say, ooh, there's live music starting in an hour. If y'all don't know, I am a band nerd. I played the clarinet and I was part of the dancing girls in high school. And so I love live music. And so they had like a horn, jazz, dinner and drinks kind of thing. I was like, say no more. I am there. All right. So we've made our way to the lounge. So it was empty. We're just sitting in there quietly. I'm just taking a look around before they come in. So y'all can see they have comfortable seating. Of course, they have a bar. There's a bar everywhere. You can order a drink if you want to. I think I saw a Capone in here. People are kind of meandering in. But me, I want to be at the front of the class. Hello, Chan. So the percussionist is waiting. Oh, they're started. All right, so you all can see I had an absolute blast. This is the night of my actual birthday. You can see people are dancing. Okay, now I tried not to get up. I tried to just sit there responsibly and let the music wash over me. It didn't last. Y'all already know about my outbursts, but live music, I'm telling you, it is just so good. So I have several more clips that you all can see. Jurgen is jamming with me. Erin Laura says, yes, clarinet and French horn nerd as well. Shout out to all the band nerds. Absolutely. Condemn says, I got to learn how to waltz now. Yes, absolutely. And y'all, this is the kind of stuff that they have classes like for free. Like if you want to know how to do something, you just find it on the agenda, go to the meeting spot, and they'll teach you so much stuff. Lisa says it looks like fun. You have to dance. Oh, y'all already know. I tried to sit down and just be dignified and elegant with my little birthday ribbon. Y'all know Maggie too well. So I'm starting to move. So trombone is doing his thing. All right, so I'm taking pictures and video. All right, y'all, I'm going to continue, but I just have to say it was incredible. I mean, in a world where we all love like dance music and pop culture and all of that, it really is nice. Maybe I'm old. I'm getting ready to be 50 in a couple of years, but it is just really nice, especially after a nice steak dinner, to just sit down and enjoy live music. You'll see there's people dancing. You don't have to dance. You can sit down and just let it wash over you. Hello Food Directory. They obviously have bar service. So the wait staff, you'll see them kind of walking through, taking orders if you'd like a cocktail or anything else. I didn't need anything. It don't take much at all for me. Tara says, I love a big band. Exactly. Let's see more of it, y'all. I got more for you. I had so much fun. So much fun. All right, so they're playing. I think these guys were Killis. I think you said you had Eastern Europe in your family. At the end, they went through and they announced most of them were from Ukraine. I think the pianist was from Japan. I think the bass player was from somewhere in the Caribbean. So very international crew, but they had me grooving to the big band music. So of course, you know, every instrument had a solo, and so the trumpet really took his time to draw out his solo. That's what I was laughing. Aaron Laura is laughing, kinda. Jurgen is here for the rock music. Now, Jurgen, what you're gonna love is that even though I wasn't doing the rock, they absolutely, y'all, this is happening on the ship while there is disco happening over here. People are surfing over there. People are eating over here. There was like a Latin little lounge. There was a comedy club. There was a ventriloquist. There was the water show. All of this is happening at the same time. So literally all you have to do is find the activity that speaks to you and just go to where it is, have a seat and enjoy. This is included in the cruise fare. So I love the live instruments. So, but yes, there's guitar for you. So the jazz is doing its thing. I couldn't help myself, y'all. It's coming. I'm trying to keep it together. Drum solo. Hey, curvy girl. I'm sharing on YouTube my cruise recap. Did he put his foot up there? It was so good. What are y'all saying in the chat? Oh, Aaron Laura says it should have been a double laugh. Yeah, absolutely. Lisa says, I love big band. It's like being taken back in time, and the jazz is wonderful. Absolutely. This is more my speed. You know, I love all the fun stuff, but I do have an appreciation for real musicians. Shout out to all the electronic stuff, but I just really love live music and actual artists. Hello. Thank you all so much for being here. The plumber. Thank you. Tara says, you couldn't agree more. Big band takes you back in time. How fun. It reminds you of your grandparents. Yes, and you all will see if you notice on the dance floor. So I'm sitting up front. And one of the things I noticed, y'all, we got there early because I wanted to sit up front so I could get good content for you all. But when I stood up, because I did start dancing, when I stood up and I looked around, the lounge was filled all the way to the back. So I'm glad we got there early. But notice the people that are on the dance floor. You know, they look like our grandparents or for me, my parents. And, you know, I afterwards, and I went to the ladies' room, I saw some of the ladies. I was like, you were cutting a rug back there. And she was like, hey, you got to move it or lose it. So some of us, you know, it's like, go ahead and, you know, make the most of it. I know that's right. Killis is dancing and drumming. Let's see what else we got. Oh, he finally finished his drum solo. I feel like I have two things going at once, but hopefully. Okay, so now, y'all, it started. So here's what happened. Okay, go ahead, mama. Go ahead. And the babies too, everybody's jamming. Okay, this is when I couldn't hold it anymore. So my plan was just to watch, sit with a nice beverage, enjoy a quiet, relaxed birthday evening with the big band music, and, you know, just kind of tap my foot. That was the plan. Well, so they did the last song, dun, 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 dun. Y'all know the name of these songs. I don't know what they are, from the 1920s. It was amazing. So the music director announced this is going to be our last number. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and then we're going to come back with our second set of Stevie Wonder. Y'all, I was like, oh, we are just getting started. So they came back and they did like a whole nother show of like just good groove music. Aaron Laura says you listen to old soul and blues. Absolutely. Lisa says you love it. You wish there were more restaurants and hotels who provided that like they used to. Speaking of restaurants and hotels, let me see. Am I ready to announce it yet? We are going to have an event. I think I shared with you all yesterday. There's going to be a Maggie Lou meetup. So it's not ready yet, but I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans so you all know. I just got the artwork back. Lucy and I are going to have a dinner. Let me see if I can share this with y'all. A dinner and music Latin tapas here in Atlanta next April 5th. It's going to be at Eclipse de Luna, which is a Latin restaurant that has live music. Y'all, some of y'all were here for the the dining documentary. So here's a little sneak peek. More is coming. But we're going to have a Maggie Lou meetup. So this will be the weekend of the graduation for the finishing school. The ladies and I will have our graduation dinner on Saturday. But the Friday before, we're going to get together for everyone or whoever registers. So we're going to have like happy hour. We're going to have drinks. We're going to have food. And there's going to be live music. So that's going to be April 5th. So I'm setting everything up, but just letting you all know that will be here in Atlanta. So we would love to have you if you want to. Erin Laura says, Stevie Wonder, yes, please. All right, let's do it. Let's go back to the music. I'm so glad y'all like this stuff. I didn't think anybody would care, but I have fun with it. Y'all, I'm trying to give it to you. Okay, so I couldn't take it anymore. I'm sitting down. I can't take it. Oh, who knows what I'm doing? I think I'm finally getting up. Wish those days. Maggie was jamming, then I got up. right, everyone. I think I took some footage of me dancing, but we'll stop here because the rest of it is birthday related. And that's me in front of the big Christmas tree when we left. But it was an amazing, amazing time. So that's part 1 of day 3. Let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Lisa says, Maggie, I think a lot of us will be dancing the night away on your next cruise. I would love for y'all to come with me. We had a blast for our first annual last week. I'm looking forward to it. You all know my birthday is usually right after Thanksgiving, and it's just a tough time of year to ask people to do anything because you're with your family and you should be. So I'm used to my birthday just kind of being like, underneath the rug, but I appreciate you all so much. Next year, my birthday is actually the day after Thanksgiving, so we won't cruise my birthday week. We'll be cruising in mid-November, but I'm putting together everything with Lauren. We're going to have a registration page for all of that, just like before. And for those of y'all who want to come, I'll be there with bells on. So I am so, so excited. Erin Laura says, I wish those days could come back once more. Y'all see me singing in there? It was so much fun. Thank you. I think I'm fun too. But ladies, you know how sometimes we get those eyes like, really? Can we just be regular? I think that's what I get asked. Can you just be regular one time? No. Why be regular when you can be extra? Y'all enjoyed it? Okay, so I'm glad you all enjoyed. All right, everyone. Oh, Tara says you listen to Stevie 5 times a week in the house. You love Sir Duke. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So I am glad you all enjoy. Exactly. Why be regular? Like, this is too much Maggie to be regular. So, all right, so let's see what's going on. So tonight at 8 p.m. for any ladies who are interested, ladies under 35, I'm starting the group coaching. So I'm going to be doing a private Zoom for relationship coaching for ladies 35 and under. Go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com and you can register. And Sunday will be my ladies over 35. So I'm going to be doing some work with those of you all who want some advice in a private setting and some coaching with whatever you're dealing with. So let's see. That's it for tonight. Tomorrow, y'all, so far, I think I need to record a video. There are 3 streams for tomorrow. At 3 p.m., I'm supposed to be doing a TikTok Q&A with an agency that reached out to me. So any of y'all who are influencers who want to know like how to optimize your TikTok or monetize your TikTok, because I need to learn, that's going to be at 3 p.m. tomorrow, working out those details. And then tomorrow at 7 p.m., we're going to do the birthday stream. So you'll see chops and all the stuff that I saved from tonight. We'll do part 2 tomorrow for the birthday celebration. So we'll have fun tomorrow. And then, Friday nights is always the Wives Club at 9 p.m. All right. So Lisa says, we don't want to be regular, right? Why be regular when you can be extra? Tracy says nothing wrong with just being yourself. Regular is boring. Well, I understand, like not everybody is as extra as me. And some people just want to wake up quiet, go have a nice quiet meal and sit down and enjoy a drink and let the band do all the work. Meanwhile, Maggie, y'all already know this is why I take etiquette classes. Oh, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. We're going to go ahead and dismiss on TikTok. Thank you all so much for being here. We're going to dismiss. And if you're interested in the under 35 relationship coaching, go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com, register for the coaching class, and I'll see you all in a little bit. All right. And so for those of you all, Killa says, I used to be extra. Now old and tired. See, this is the thing. I'm 48, but y'all, I'm just getting started. I don't want to stop. Y'all saw those ladies on the dance floor. Grandma was getting it. Y'all already know I'm going to be that lady. All right, y'all have a good evening. Those of y'all for coaching, see you at 8. Everybody else, see you all tomorrow. Class is dismissed.